Porsche just announced that 2 new 911s will be revealed soon. One will be the flagship high-performance model, and the other will be a limited edition 1970s-inspired retro model being produced by Porsche exclusive manufacturer. The upcoming models were described as being high-yield and exciting limited edition models. This is corporate speak for extremely high prices. So these new 911s will be cars that the majority of us can only dream about owning. The flagship model is expected to be the GT2 RS, which we've got some leaked information about, but this retro model they speak of is a little more mysterious. But we do have a little bit of information on that one too. But let's start with the new flagship model. Porsche is saying the upcoming flagship will, and I quote, raise the bar even further in the sports car segment. Now that is a bold statement given the enormous leap we've seen in automotive performance since the GT2 debuted back in 2019. And if I was at that meeting when Porsche made that statement, I would have raised my hand and asked, did you mean it will raise the bar in the 911 segment, or are you actually suggesting that this new 911 will outperform every other car in the sports car segment? Because I would be pleasantly surprised if the new GT2 could outperform the latest generation of sports cars. Because while other sports car companies like Mercedes, Aston Martin, and even Chevy have been focused on pushing the limits of performance, Porsche has been focused on developing new sedans, SUVs, and electric vehicles. And their newest GT3 wasn't exactly a step forward in performance from the previous model. But I am a Porsche person, and I would absolutely love to see Porsche reclaim the Nürburgring lap record. So what do we know about the upcoming GT2? Test mules that are believed to be prototypes for the new GT2 have been spotted on the Nürburgring as far back as 2023. So we know the car has been in development for about 2 years. Leaked information says that the car will be revealed late 2025 or early 2026. Deliveries are supposed to begin in June 2026, and the base price is said to be $500,000. And Lord only knows what kind of fees the dealership will be adding on to this one. Now you're gonna have to wait a few months before you can order your new GT2. But you know what you can order immediately? Porsche art prints from Arc Driver Automotive Photography. And I've gotten several requests for larger size prints, and I am now happy to be offering 3 new, even larger sizes. All of my prints are now available in 24 by 36 inches, 29.3 by 44 inches, 36 by 54 inches, and the enormous size of 44 by 66 inches. That's 5.5 feet wide. And I've already sold a few prints in that size, and they look incredible because you get to see a lot of the detail that you can't see in the smaller sizes. You can check out the entire collection by clicking on the link in the description below. Now, as far as performance for the new GT2 goes, it's being reported that it will have well over 1,000 horsepower. And if it's going to be competing with cars like the AMG 1, it's going to need it. The previous GT2 RS produced 700 horsepower from a twin turbocharged 3.8 liter flat 6 engine that was shared with the same generation 911 turbo, and it was rear wheel drive only. Rumors say that the upcoming 911 turbos will be powered by a brand new 3.6 liter engine, and if those rumors are true, we can expect the GT2 to utilize the same engine, albeit with much larger turbos. Now, the GT2 has historically been turbocharged and rear-wheel drive only, but if the latest GT2 is truly going to raise the bar for the sports car segment, it will need hybrid assistance and and all-wheel drive, in addition to well over 1,000 horsepower. And I'm not promising you that the next GT2 is going to have these features, but I am saying it's not going to beat every other sports car unless it does. It will also need a more aggressive aerodynamics package. Typically, the GT2 features aerodynamics that are a small improvement to the same generation GT3 RS, and normally we see the GT3 RS before we see the GT2 RS, but Porsche has been doing everything out of order for the 992.2 generation 911. There's also a chance that this new flagship sports car that Porsche announced will be the GT3 RS or something completely new. But everyone is reporting that it will be the new GT2 RS, so that's what we're going with. So as far as aerodynamics, Porsche will either be building on the previous GT3 RS and possibly borrowing components from Manthey Racing's new aerodynamics package for that car. Or another option is that Porsche may be adopting some of the aerodynamics from the GT3R Rennsport that was revealed at Rennsport Reunion 7. Hell, all Porsche really has to do is make a street legal version of that car and call it the new GT2. I'm kind of dying to see which aerodynamics route Porsche will be taking for the new GT2, but they're just so damn good at keeping their cars a secret when they want to. I mean, they did the entire development for the 935-19 without anyone outside of the company even knowing the car existed. So who knows what Porsche has in store for this upcoming 911 flagship. If you're finding this video to be informative or entertaining, please give it a like. And if you're new to my channel, I publish original Porsche-focused content that you cannot find anywhere else. So if you're not subscribed yet, click below to subscribe. And be sure to click the notifications bell so you can be notified about my latest videos. The other 911 announced by Porsche will be a heritage-style model inspired by a 1970s era 911. It will be developed by the Porsche exclusive manufacturer personalization department and offered in very limited numbers. And since it's coming from Porsche exclusive manufacturer, we can expect minimum modifications and a maximum price increase. So when we think of 1970s 911s, the cars that come to mind are the Targa, the Carrera RS, the T, the ST, the 934, and the 935. Porsche has already done a heritage retro style Targa, they've already done the ST, they've already done the 935, and in a way, they've already done the Carrera RS with the GT3 RS Carrera RS package, and the T is currently in production. I would love to see a retro 934, but since this is Porsche exclusive manufacturer, we'll only be seeing minimum exterior modifications. My bet is that they will be making a new Carrera RS either based on the GT3 Touring or the 911 ST. I threw together this image for the GT3 Touring version and this image for the 911 ST version. If Porsche does go the Carrera RS route, we can expect the car to have a new interior that is stripped out and features a retro patterned cloth on the seats. We can also expect Carrera RS badges, embossing, and stitching everywhere, and there will also probably be a roll cage. But unfortunately, there will probably not be any kind of performance boost. So we've got two exciting new Porsches coming out over the next few months. Probably the GT2 and a new Carrera RS, but we might be surprised by two completely different cars. Regardless, I can't wait to see them. Don't forget to check out my Porsche art prints, which are linked in the video description below. And for more Porsche content that you cannot find anywhere else, click here to subscribe.